Now I want to show you all how I put on my nail wraps, the Jamberry nail wraps. Now these are ones that I've already used for a manicure, and I'm going to redo my ring finger since I just took it off in another video. So what is great about these wraps is that there is a clear backing. And what you want to do is that you want to take the clear backing and match it up to your nail so you can see which wrap is going to fit the best. Excuse me. Now you do not want the wrap to touch any part of your skin or your cuticle, because otherwise it'll just pop right off and it won't get that waterproof seal that we want to get so it lasts for a long time. So it's okay if there's a tiny sliver of your nail showing, because you're going to be the only one that really sees that. Nobody else will. It'll look like gorgeous nails to anybody else that's looking at them. So I know that this one right here is going to match the best for my nail. And what I've already done is that I've washed my hands with some dish soap. That actually works really well as like a degreasing agent, so it gets any kind of the oils off of your nail bed that might cause the adhesive not to stick as well. And then I've also taken my rubber cuticle pusher and just pushed back my cuticle to make sure that it is out of the way so the adhesive can just be on my nail bed. And there is also a hidden cuticle that's on the side of your nail that you want to make sure you just kind of work it all the way around that nail to get rid of any cuticle or skin so it doesn't touch that. Now what I'm going to also do is take my alcohol wipe and prep my nail so that it is nice and clean for the adhesive. So I will do that really quickly. And for me personally, I have such oily nail beds that I actually do this on each individual nail before I put the wrap on, just because I want to make sure it's super clean and that it'll last for a long time. So I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. And then I'm going to take my wrap that I've chosen, and all you have to do is just bend this, and then the adhesive starts to come up. It's just like a sticker. And what I want to do is take this sharp end of my orange stick and just peel up the wrap. So I'm working hard not to touch the nail wrap with my oily fingers so that the adhesive is in the best condition. I've pulled the nail wrap up. I'm gonna take my salon scissors and just cut it in half so I have this other half left over for my next mani, or jamacure if you will. Here we go, I've got my wrap. Now that I've pulled it off of the wrap sheet, I can actually touch this top part with my fingers because that's going to be cut off with excess. I'm going to turn my heater on, get that going, and I'm going to take the wrap and I'm going to stick, this is going to be on my cuticle, so it's going to go onto the nail like so. You can see that. You want that rounded part on the bottom. So I'm going to take the nail wrap and put it in front of the heater. And when you do this, you will see the nail wrap begin to curl, because that means that it's getting nice and loose to be put on. So I can see it curling now. And I personally, you can use the orange stick. I personally like to use my fingers just because I just feel like it gives a better application for me. I'm just more comfortable with that. But whatever works best for you is what you will want to go with. You'll learn as you go along. It's just like learning to paint your nails for the first time. So I have it lined up on my finger, and then I'm going to push from cuticle to tip. I'm going to start in the middle of my finger, push cuticle to tip, and then work around the edges as well to make sure it's nice and smooth. I'm going to take my salon scissors again. You know, you see this excess that's hanging off? I'm going to cut that off. Put it back onto the heat and do a little bit more smoothing because I'm a perfectionist. I'm going to use my rubber cuticle pusher actually as well to get to make sure the nail is nice and smooth. Can heat that up, make it like a flat iron like I had said before, and smooth out the nail. Make sure it's nice and pretty. And while I'm doing this, the wrap is cooling down. And the last step is that we will file off any more excess that's left after cutting it off with the salon scissors. Now what you want to do, you take your nail file and you want to go in a downward motion, 90-degree angle. to flake off any excess. You don't want to go crazy with it because that just won't do well for the wrap. So we're just going to take it at a 90-degree angle. And what you'll see is that it'll almost cause like a little strip that comes off, and it'll just flake any of the excess off and make a nice, smooth edge on your nail. Now, if you want to after this, you can put it in front of the heat again. I'm one that likes to just heat and repeat. That's my mantra. And there you go. My nail is done. This design right here is vintage chic. It is one of my favorites. It's a beautiful floral pattern, like a minty green color. And I'm done. I hope that this is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions about the application process. I would love to help you out with that.